Welcome to Civil War Digital Digest. I'm Will. Well, we're back at Historic Fort Wayne, where the Historic Fort Wayne Coalition helps us shoot episodes here, and today we're going to talk to you about one specific military drill: stack arms. This is an episode I've wanted to bring you since we started the digest. Now, about 20 years ago, I wrote and produced with Media Magic the show The School of the Soldier, which sold originally on 2 VHS tapes. When we did it, we used a version of stack arms that was popular in the Midwest in reenacting at that time, but it's not the one that came out of Casey's. We can fix that today. We're going to learn how to do Casey's stack arms, and incidentally, it's a word-for-word copy of Gillham's. Watch it once.
Stack arms.
The front rank number 2 man will do the bulk of the work during stack arms. When the execution command
Stack
arms is given,
arms.
he first puts his weapon in the correct place. To do this, the front rank number 2 man passes his musket to his left hand. Turn it so the barrel is to the front as you do this, and grasp the weapon just above the middle band. Place the butt on the ground near the right foot of the man next on the left. Next, the front rank number 1 man passes his musket to the front rank number 2 man. To do this, he passes it across his body and grasps it just below the middle band. With his left hand, he gives it to the front rank number 2 man, who grasps it about 2 inches above the middle band. A common mistake we see, especially with men who are taller, is people like to hold the muskets too high up the barrels. This makes the entire maneuver more difficult. The manual instructs you to grasp the musket near the middle band so the weapon is relatively balanced in your hand. After the front rank number 2 man receives the second musket, he throws the butt forward and places it on the ground 32 inches in front of his right shoulder. The front rank number 2 man next leans the forward musket back toward the front rank. At the same time, he will lean his own musket over and lock the shanks of the bayonets. Do this by crossing the bayonets at the point where the blades and shanks meet. Now, let's add the third musket to the stack. It belongs to the rear rank number 2 man. This man lowers his bayonet so the musket points forward. He uses both hands to stick the point of the bayonet under the crossed shanks. Continue to push the musket forward until its shank touches the other two. While the rear rank number 2 man is pushing his musket into the stack, it is important that the front rank number 2 man keep the bayonets of the first 2 weapons still and touching. This will keep the largest opening to stick the third bayonet through. As this musket is pushed forward, the front rank number 2 man will release the musket in his right hand. Reach back and grasp the newly added musket with your right hand at the middle band. The rear rank number 2 man releases his musket and retakes the position of a soldier. Next, the front rank number 2 man moves this third musket to the right in front. Place its butt between the feet of the front rank number 1 man. In order to do this, the stack will need to lean a little to allow the musket to pass. When the stack lands in place, the musket of the rear rank number 2 man will be in between the feet of the front rank number 1 man with the S-plate to the rear. Remember, the S-plate is opposite the lock of the weapon. 3 of the weapons are in place, and the front rank number 2 man is finally done with his responsibility and retakes the position of a soldier without arms. Finally, the rear rank number 1 man passes his musket to his left hand. He then leans a musket on the stack with the barrel forward. Return to the position of a soldier, and the maneuver is complete. Now that the stack is formed, the men can be given rest, dismissed, or marched off to duties not requiring their weapons. In our case, we'll move on to taking arms.
Take arms.
In Take Arms, we'll reverse the process. First, the rear rank number 1 man uses his left hand to remove his musket from the stack. Please note that he is the only person to touch his musket. No one helps him either put it on or take it off. To detach the remaining 3 weapons from the stack, the front and rear rank number 2 men work together. The front rank number 2 man reaches down and grasps his musket in his left hand and the front rank number 1 man's musket in his right. As this happens, the rear rank number 2 man will reach forward and grasp his own musket. Notice that both men grip the weapons at the middle band. Together, these 2 men lift the stack and disengage the bayonet shanks. Do this by undoing the motion of creating the stack. The rear rank number 2 man swings his musket butt back toward himself so the musket is in between the two files. Then slide the bayonet out. After this happens, the front rank number 2 man hands the number 1 man's musket to him. The maneuver is complete when all 4 men again stand at the position of a soldier at order arms. There is a lot to stacking arms because 4 men must work together. Let's review the process.
Stack. Arms.
Front rank number 2 man, you've got a lot to do. Start by passing your weapon to your left hand. Grab it just above the middle band with the barrel to the front. Place the butt of your weapon near the foot of the man next on your left. Front rank number 1 man, hand your weapon to the front rank number 2 man. Front rank number 2 man, place this weapon's butt on the ground 32 inches in front of you and opposite your right shoulder. Incline this weapon back towards your shoulder and connect the shanks of these 2 weapons. Hold this position. Rear rank number 2 man, it's your turn. Using both hands, stick your bayonet under the shanks of the other 2 muskets to introduce it to the stack. Slide your weapon forward until your bayonet shank touches the others. Front rank number 2, as this musket slides forward, let go of the musket in your right hand and take control of your file partner's musket. Swing the musket forward and to the right. Set its butt between the toes of the front rank number 1 man. Make sure the S-plate is to the rear. When this is done, so are you. Return to the position of a soldier or the attention position. Rear rank number 1 man, finish the stack. Pass your weapon to your left hand and lean it on the stack. Do this with the barrel turned to the front.
Take. Arms.
To take arms, we simply reverse what we just did. Rear rank number 1 man, step forward and take back your musket. Retake the position of ordered arms. Front rank number 2 man, grasp your musket and the musket of your partner at the middle band. Rear rank number 2 man, reach forward and grasp your musket at the middle band. Together, lift the muskets and disengage the stack. Rear rank number 2 man, you're doing most of this by swinging your musket so it runs between the files and sliding the bayonet out from under the other 2 shanks. When the rear rank musket is removed, front rank number 2 man, hand the number 1 man his musket. All 4 men finish at the position of ordered arms.
Well, there's stack arms and how to do it out of Casey's manual. We've got a wonderful sunset here at historic Fort Wayne. Our fellows are going to stack arms, break ranks, and go do something else for the evening back in the barracks. For the Civil War Digital Digest, thank you for spending your time with us. We really appreciate the likes and the shares, and we're very thankful to the patrons who are more and more helping make this possible for you. We'll see you another time.